Hello, Gali.
Hello, hello. We are
Hello, hello.
live
We
another
are
Tuesday.
another Tuesday.
And you are flying tomorrow out of town, going to Israel.
Yep, I
And
am.
so we're getting you one last time before the trip.
Yes, one more interview.
Yes, exactly. So welcome to everyone joining. If you
Yes,
can hear us and see us okay, then please let us know in the comments
yeah, in
that
the
sound and
chat.
video is good. Yeah, in the chat.
Yeah, and maybe you can check that we are on
Yeah. In the
Instagram.
meantime, I'll get your
Yes,
confirmation here. Let's see.
Instagram.
Yeah, looks like we are.
We are
Perfect.
online.
We are
Perfect.
live. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So let's see. Yes. Hi, Jesse. How's it going? Yeah, let us know. Can you hear us and see us okay before we dive right in? And just want to make sure that quality wise,
Yeah,
you're with us and that all the technical things are set up and out of the way.
excellent.
Okay. The video frame, is that in focus? There. Now I'm in focus here.
Yes,
Interesting. But you're not in focus.
it's fine because
Okay, it'll
it's.
come. Yeah, there we go. There we
There we
are.
go.
Hi. Okay, all right. Let's dive in regardless. We're going to assume you can hear us and see us okay.
Yes.
And today's topic is how to win in life. And everybody wants to win, but they want to win in their different ways. You want to win in your relationship. You want to win with your friends and to see them succeed and you succeed. You want to win in business. You want to win at anything that you do.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to win, not lose.
Yes.
But you feel like you try to win, but something is holding you back.
Okay. So the first thing, the first most important thing, you need to be able to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm.
Mhm.
If you go into a game and you're not going to play the game, and when I say playing the game, it means I'm going for a win, but I'm totally willing to lose.
Mm.
I'm like, imagine that your game is basketball, okay?
Yeah.
And you go in and you have to win, and if you don't win, you kill yourself. Then you're not playing. This is not a game.
Yes.
Yes,
Of course.
it's a deadly game.
Torture. Suicide
Yes,
games.
exactly. This
Yeah.
is what they didn't like.
Or
as
Squid Games. That's what I
Squid,
want. Yeah,
yes,
Squid Games.
Squid
Squid
Game,
Games. That was
exactly.
what I want. Yeah.
It's a little bit extreme.
Yes.
It's still a game,
Yeah.
but it's extreme.
Yeah. You don't like
Es-
playing it at all.
Especially if you don't want to die.
Yes,
Yes?
exactly.
If you do want to die, it's perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
So number one is you need to go to the game of life or anything you do in life with this attitude or this viewpoint of I'm going to win, but I'm totally 100% willing to lose.
Mhm.
That's the first thing.
Yes.
Now, the second thing is in a game, you have limitations
Yeah.
or you have barriers. Okay.
Yes.
And the size of the barrier is defined by your willingness to experience that barrier.
Yes, 100%.
So when the willingness is low,
Yeah.
the barrier is big.
Okay, so let's define willingness first of all, just for somebody listening for the first time.
So willingness is this thing that this internal thing that say that you, the being, want to do something or don't want. So when you are willing, you have this thing that I want to do whatever it takes. And when a person don't want to do, he's unwilling.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So if you have a wife and she loves you, by the way, this is just a side note. One of the best indication that someone loves you, he is willing to do things for you. Extremely willing. You met your wife the first time or your girlfriend, and you're just willing. You want to give her presents. She asks you to bring her coffee to bed. You bring her coffee and croissant and cake.
Yes.
And the
Everything.
whole thing.
Yes.
You are willing.
Yeah.
And few years into the relationship, you are not as willing. And she said, can you bring me a glass of water? And you say, no, I'm in a rush. It's not really that you are in a rush. You are unwilling. Whoops.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We have load shedding.
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. In South Africa, for those listening, and we still have internet, right?
Yes.
There's a backup system here, but in South Africa, when there's load shedding, it means that there's scheduled power cuts. And literally there's been a power cut
Yep.
that was scheduled, but we didn't realize how dark it would be. What,
Yeah.
do you have a light or no? We don't have the ring.
Maybe check there.
Let me check if we have a
So
light
we're
too.
going to check that.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. That's amazing. Load shedding. This is really load shedding, and we are so dark here.
No light, but
No,
we can do
check there. Check there.
Because I think I have the ring light. Okay.
Okay, good. So there's one more solution that we can do. No. Got it.
There we are.
Here we are. Okay.
Beautiful.
Hello.
It works.
It works.
A little bit of drama.
Yes.
It looks much more dramatic.
Yes.
And the show goes on.
Let me do that.
Perfect. אתה יכול לכבות את background.
What do you mean?
The back, so it's not fuzzy.
We cannot do that now.
Okay, fine. So it's
late.
fine. Okay, here we go. We're back.
Okay, so we are back, and
I love it. This is so typical
South Africa.
Yeah, it's so like, in what place do you have power cuts? It's just too good.
Like we had like 14 hours per day.
Yeah. There was a time that it was up to
Like last week.
I think 12 hours.
14 and a half hours on Sunday.
Wow.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Okay, so we were saying willingness. So when you first start dating, she says, "Pick me up at 9," and you're there.
Yeah.
And then later
you're at 8.
You're there at 8.
Yes.
Then later she says, "Pick me up at 9." You're married now, and it's like, sorry,
I cannot handle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the size of the barrier is defined by this in reverse ratio to the size of the willingness. So high willingness means small barriers, and small willingness mean very high barriers.
Yes.
So anything in life is defined by a willingness. Now, this thing that's called willingness is just what you think, what you consider is the size of the barrier.
Yeah.
So in life, you look at things and you look, let's say, at a color red.
Mm-hmm.
I have a consideration. I have my own decision of what this red means. I have a consideration about if I like it or I don't like it, if it reminds me of something bad or not. I have a consideration around everything around this color.
Mm-hmm.
I have a consideration about how good of a driver I am. I have a consideration about how good of a player I am. I have a consideration of what I know and what I don't know. Everything is consideration. There's nothing that is actually unchangeable.
Yeah.
So everything is changeable, and it's changeable by your consideration. What's easy for me in the gym, for someone else might seem impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And what's easy for someone else might seem to me impossible. And when I train and I improve, what I improve is my considerations.
Mm. And now, how would you define considerations?
So consideration is this decision that you make as to the value of something.
Yeah.
You make a decision as to the value of something, and that something become the value. I'll give you an example. So I worked with this lady, and she had the consideration that she cannot talk to her boss.
Mm-hmm.
It's too intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And we work on that consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And she decided, okay, I'm going to talk to him. He's actually just another person. And she went to talk to him, and she got exactly what she wanted, because she changed her consideration about how terrible and intimidating and harsh her boss is.
Yeah, so it was just her way of looking at it, what value she gave it.
Exactly.
And so the boss was intimidating because she said that he was, and that was what she considered to be the case.
Yeah. Now you know Henry.
I know Henry. Do you know Henry?
Do you know Henry?
Yeah.
Henry Ford.
Yes.
And you remember what he said?
I do. I don't actually, not off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about. I know.
So Henry Ford said that if you said that you will succeed and if you said that you will fail, in both cases you are right.
Yes.
Now, the point is that people want to be right.
Mm-hmm.
And this insistence on being right make them stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your purpose is being right, your purpose is not the actual result.
Yeah.
And so you get into an argument and the other person says something that actually makes sense for everyone else, but not to you because you have to be right. Now, this is not just about argument. It is, let's say you're going to a diet and you broke the diet once. Now you want to be right. You will continue to hit the whole fridge.
Yes.
Yes.
But is that if you break the diet and you want to go and you broke it once and you go, "Ah, you know what, I did it once. What's another one?" Is that trying to be right, or
Yeah.
is that just I know it was wrong, but since I did it, like I'll just
No,
do it again?
you're trying to be right, 100%.
Okay.
That's the problem, because if you don't try to be right, you know it's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's against your target,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not going towards your target anymore. It's just you need to make yourself right somehow.
I see. So what should you do? Is say, oh, I was so wrong. I ate the cake.
Yeah, restart. It's you don't so wrong. It is okay. Now, what is my target?
Okay, so get back on track.
Get back to the target.
Yes. Meaning, yeah.
Don't be right.
Yes.
Get back to your target.
Yeah, I see.
If a person decide that he's shy,
Mm-hmm.
the actual problem is that this consideration is there and he cannot change it because he's trying to be right.
Yeah.
What you actually should do is make everyone else right.
Yeah.
You should specialize in making other people right,
Mm-hmm.
and yourself willing to experience any viewpoint, and by that you create, they can be right. Now, why do you want to make them right? Because the more you make them right, the more they will be able to communicate with you. The more they will communicate with you, the more you will understand what's going on around them, and the more you will have a better way to create. Because the more data you have, the better you handle things.
Yes. Yes.
So most people think, okay, these guys are all wrong, and because they are wrong, I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you're probably right, but
Yeah.
you will end up also poor and miserable and alone and very stupid. Right,
Yes.
but stupid.
Yes. So when do you have to enforce your position as this is the right thing to do?
You just
versus
create. You just create. There's a big difference between the right thing to do and being right.
Got you. Okay.
So being right, it has nothing to do with the right thing to do. When you argue with your wife, it has nothing to do with the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to be right. Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
Why
But-
do you argue about something so insane?
Yeah. So what do? You're in a big argument. You just tell the woman, you're right, and then that's
No,
it.
you understand her. Yes,
Okay.
you understand her.
Yeah.
I can see the viewpoint. Yes. So you make her right.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And you just understand the viewpoint and understand the viewpoint. And if you're patient enough, you will see that the end result will be that you will say, okay, fine. So how can I help you?
Mm.
In some way.
Yeah.
You don't lie to her and tell her you're right, but you're making her right. How? By understanding her. All people they want only one thing. They want to be understood.
Yes.
People just want to be understood, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. 100%. Amazing.
Yeah.
So I know we're under load shedding, so I don't know how long we're going to take this one in particular, but I want to ask you, so we're talking about how to win and what limits you. And we touched upon this thing that's called considerations.
You need to throw them away. You need to practice on changing your consideration, throwing them away.
So is anything that limits you your considerations?
Yeah, it's
anything.
Only your consideration.
If
It's
I want to
never the
win,
other side.
never the other side, but if I want to win,
yeah,
what I need to do is not have considerations on the topic.
What you have to do is to be able to create, that would be the best, but at least be able to easily change the consideration based on the changing environment. You're in a changing environment, everything is changing.
Yeah.
So if everything is changing and you're unable to change, you'll be squashed.
Yes.
So you have a train that's going, and you're standing on the way with your old consideration. The train will smash you.
Yes. And the consideration will smash you.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is the consideration.
Yeah,
Yes,
uh-huh.
the train will smash you. But
Yeah.
if you can change, you see the train coming, you can go to the side, to this side. You can be faster than it. You can climb on the train, whatever.
Yes.
Lie down.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't be there.
Yeah. 100%.
But you have life, and life is a train, very unforgiving train. It's just going, and it's never stop, and it's changing all the time.
Yes.
And you think that you can have a fixed consideration.
So that's amazing. So whenever you have a consideration, you're essentially saying that for that moment,
everything stayed the same.
Yeah. And so you don't move, you don't change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's really amazing. Yes.
Yeah. Powerful. Okay. So because of this load shedding situation that isn't that convenient, let's give a final word or two on what would you say to someone is a way that they can actually, because it's easy to say, just throw away your considerations. What do you do actually?
Okay, so how do you fix your considerations? You do that in steps. You see, most people tell you, you need to have habits. Habits is the best thing and the worst thing that can happen to you. Because basically what they tell you, they say, look, you're useless. So now let's put a computer that's called habits that will think for you.
Yes.
That you will always do that at 8 o'clock in the morning. And at 10 o'clock, you always do that. So you are a robot.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first thing is you need to understand, you need to decide for yourself that you know.
Yeah.
You know, just you know. And if you'll make a mistake, so what?
Right.
So what? It's better to make a mistake and be hit than sit and be hit by life.
Yes, because at least you're moving and you're in motion.
Doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, most people think that they can learn basketball by sitting and watching basketball.
Yeah.
If you want to play basketball, you need to play basketball. You need to be on the field.
Yeah.
So on the field, if you stand and you don't change, you get smashed, yes?
Yeah.
Or you get left behind.
Right.
Which is worse than being smashed.
Yeah. True. 100%.
Yeah. So what you need to do, number one, is to decide that you can know. That you can know. You just, okay, whatever I do, it's not necessarily right or wrong, but it's okay. Whatever I do, I'll manage.
Yes.
The worst thing that can happen is I'll die.
Not bad. It can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah.
And it's better than trying not to die. Because if you're trying not to die, your body will still seems like it is alive, but you actually die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So most people die at the age of more or less 16, 17, 15. They get buried by the age of 17.
Yeah.
So, but they die at the age of 15. It is when they are not there, when they stop daring to do things, when they start to be careful.
Right.
You die the moment that you start to be careful.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's the day that you actually die. This is the actual death of you. Now your body gets buried at whatever age later.
Yeah. But that's amazing. So you need to just not be careful. Just play. Just create. Play. Just not you. And by doing that, the considerations will fall away because you will be in motion.
You'll be in motion, and you will know that you are. It's okay. I know. I know.
Yeah.
And if you do just that, your life will improve.
Yeah. Amazing.
Just that.
Amazing. Okay. That's powerful. You need to watch this twice because there was a lot of gems in there.
Yes.
That was amazing. Yeah. Very, very good. All right.
Okay.
Welcome to our load shedding edition.
Yes.
The Advanced Family Academy is starting soon. Family and Relationship Academy. The website is down here. And we will see you soon on the next one.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, for sure with light because
you'll be in Israel. I might not have light. I'll be here.
Yeah, but I will have light. Because I'm going to be next to God.
Yes, right by God.
Yeah, exactly. Right by God in Israel. So God give us light.
Yeah, let there be light.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.